to get familiar with what it should feel like when your posture is upright and your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to as you breathe. Go ahead and place both of your hands on your rib cage. Now, all you're going to do is inhale and exhale. As you did that, you should have felt your ribs, your chest, back, and stomach expand. And this should all have happened naturally, not by force. Let's try that again. Breathe in for me and exhale. You don't want to see your chest and shoulders moving up high like this. Remember, you want your chest and ribs to widen. If they do lift, that's a sign of tension and that you are taking in shallow breaths. Check your posture. Your shoulders should be rolled back and relaxed, and it's a straight line up from your hips to the top of your head. Let's do another inhale and exhale. On a normal exhale where you are not singing, the diaphragm relaxes immediately and the ribs move back to their normal position. Some people believe that because the diaphragm relaxes as you exhale, the abdominal muscles are the main muscles that control your exhalation. The interesting thing is that the abdominal muscles can only force air out faster, so excess tension in these muscles is just going to cause you to run out of breath. Now, this does not mean that your abdominal muscles aren't engaged at all as you breathe. They are engaged in the process, and your abdominal muscles are a really important part of helping you to maintain an upright posture. But far too often, there's so much emphasis placed on tensing up the abs while singing that it can become an unhealthy habit that is causing more issues than needed for a singer. There was a point where I had adopted the technique of thrusting my abs up and in immediately after inhaling. This will not only cause you to run out of air quickly, but it will also create a lot of breath pressure against your vocal folds. Your vocal folds don't need tons of pressure to start vibrating. So if you find yourself doing this, start getting into the habit of allowing your abs to relax a bit more and not using force. So what should your abs feel like when singing? They should feel engaged. Engaged doesn't mean they are super tense, like when you're doing an ab exercise. Take a moment to sit up tall, get into your upright posture, and pay attention to how your abs feel as you just breathe in and out. Let's inhale and exhale together. Now I'm going to have you say, "Hey, hey you," and feel how your abdominal muscles engage. Let's try it. Hey, hey, you. Nothing was forceful. It's just a gentle kind of tension in the muscles. If there was no tension in your abdominal muscles at all, you wouldn't even be able to hold yourself upright. Some tension is required to even stand or sit up straight. But there's no need for you to consciously sit there and tighten all of your core muscles when you sing. It should just feel effortless and natural. They're engaged enough to keep your body upright and like you're ready to move at any moment if you need to. Some styles of singing will cause you to have more tension in your abdominal muscles, but like I said, this should not feel like you are doing some crazy ab workout. They should just feel engaged. Place your hands on your rib cage again. And this time we are going to sing. I want you to feel your breath entering your body and feel the sensations of it leaving and the engaging of the muscles as you sing. We'll sing a 5-note scale on a May like this. May, 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 may. Try it with me. May, 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 may. That should have felt natural, effortless, not running out of air or holding your core super tight. Our breath and our larynx are constantly working together to help us not only produce sound, but also to aid in our body functioning well, like when we hold our breath, the vocal folds close. Let's try holding our breath together and try to speak. You are going to look like you're panicked. Let's try it out. You literally cannot get words out when you hold your breath. When we breathe with no intention of singing, the vocal folds stay open to allow air to freely pass through. Let's try that. I want you to feel how different it feels when the vocal folds are just open. Just breathe in and out a couple of times. Now, let's breathe with the intent to sing in awe. Try it out. Ah. Your vocal folds came together to start vibrating because you wanted to sing. There was nothing crazy that you needed to do with your breath or anything that you had to force. All of these things happen automatically in our bodies. We cannot feel the vocal folds themselves doing these things because there are no nerve endings on them, but we can feel the sensations of how the body prepares to make sound. We have to start looking at breathing while singing as a natural function of our bodies rather than it being some synthetic thing or something so difficult for us to do that we have to constantly be manipulating muscles in our body to make it happen. When we look at our breathing as a natural reflex in response to wanting to sing, we can begin removing the stress and anxieties that often come along with breathing. When we set ourselves up for success with a healthy, upright posture, all of our muscles can work together well, so making sound with our voices becomes simple. If we neglect to have that upright posture with our bodies, that's when we feel the need to start manipulating things in our bodies because things are getting compromised.